live. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Big Girl and Friends. My name is Christopher, also known as the Big Girl, and as you can see, I'm sporting my Scottish tartan tonight. I'd like to say it's Robbie Burns Day, the most celebrated poet of Scotland. It's also my dear late Da's birthday, John Wilson. So I'm holding up some water with my mother. Cheers to my father's birthday, and happy Robbie Burns Day. But it is episode 3 of season 2 of Big Girl and Friends, the second wave. And Big Girl has lots of friends, but I have a very special friend who is my best friend, the associate director of Toronto Musical Concerts. And he's pretty fabulous. Please welcome to the stream, the crazy, the fabulous Mr. Ryan Kelly. Ryan, unmute your mic. Unmute your mic, Ryan. Unmute your mic. We can't hear you. Ryan.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry, I was driving. I know I shouldn't be transmitting while I'm behind the wheel, but it's Fast and Furious night. And so,
That's so good. Well, listen, as lovely Derek Chua, who shouted out our show earlier today, said he wasn't sure of the content. Fast and Furious is sort of themed on patter songs tonight. So songs that have a lot of words, a lot of lyrics. I wish I had sound effects for a horn. Oh my God, so good. So episode 3, Fast and Furious, patter songs, fast-moving words, lots of articulation, lots of speaking moistly, to quote Mr. Justin Trudeau, I am believing.
Should I put on a mask too? Maybe I should put on a visor to protect myself from spatter.
It's true. Well, I wanted to say that this is indeed episode 3, and this is, as with season 1, an ongoing fundraiser. Brian, you're killing me.
The Actors Fund of Canada?
For the Actors Fund of Canada. We're going to say it. actorsfundofcanada.ca. Big Girl and Friends. This is an incredible organization that supports people in the performance industry, whether you're in film, whether you're in television. If you are in a position who are watching tonight to make a donation to afchelps.ca/Big Girl, please, whether it's $5, whether it's $50, whether it's $500.
It all adds up.
It all adds up. And I actually want to already shout out, we have our first donation tonight of $50 from Doreen Greif. Thank you for kicking off the
$50.
This is so great. So we have some pretty fantastic guests for that.
50 from Doris.
It's true. So we're going to welcome our guests to the stream. Please welcome, all the way from Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island, the artistic director of the Charlottetown Festival, Mr. Adam Brazier.
Hello.
All the way from the Great White North, the fabulous artistic director of Yes Theater and performer in the U.S. National Tour of Dear Evan Hansen, Mr. Alessandro Costantini. Currently, I believe, in Toronto, but having graces the Broadway stage in Toronto in the original Broadway company of Come From Away, Miss Astrid Van Wieren, and the superstar talent, having graced many regional theaters across Canada, as well as performed frequently with Toronto Musical Concerts, the fabulous, the gorgeous Miss Lizzie Kurtz.
Hello.
Woohoo! Welcome to the stream, everybody.
Hey.
Ryan, this is crazy. So let's quick little shout outs to the world. Adam, let's start with you, babe, since you are you're ahead in time. What's the future look like for us? An hour away.
An hour from now, it's gonna be colder.
It's true. Adam, this is so weird. You froze and you're talking, but
that is really cool, actually, because it sounded like he was talking from the future, but he was smiling in the present. How do you know?
Adam, I'm going to kick you out of the stream. Actually, kick yourself out of the stream and come back.
It's such a freeze frame, though, right?
It was good. Like Adam Brazier, star of stage and a very brilliant ventriloquist. Alessandro, you are up in Sudbury, Ontario currently, where you were one of the few live equity performances that happened. Please share with us and our viewers what happened recently before the holidays up in Sudbury with Yes Theater. Go for it.
We did a production of Bed and Breakfast, Mark Crawford's Bed and Breakfast, myself and Jake Deeth, and it was really great. We ran it for 2.5 weeks and sold a lot of tickets. About 850 people saw the show live, which was quite miraculous, and we did so safely. So it was very nice. It was good to end the year doing a show, you know? It felt like this stuff didn't really happen.
Oh, that's fantastic. What was it like being on stage?
It was amazing. I mean, it was trippy because there was no one backstage. It was just the two of us and our stage manager. So it was very quiet. We did sort of all the presets together and things like that. So it was a very sort of solemn experience, if you will. It was beautiful, and the audiences, people were so grateful to have something to see, right? So it was a blessing.
That's fantastic. And Astrid, you are in Toronto, Ontario?
Yes, I'm in my basement, but it also doubles as a tap studio right now. A couple of the Come From Away gals and I are taking tap together online, following some videos. It's we should probably stream it to raise money for the Actors Fund, but I don't think any of us would agree to that or sign any waivers to be seen doing what we're doing on a little board. So
oh, that's really exciting. What's the most exciting? What's the newest step? What was?
It was a toe tap, hop, stamp, heel, stamp.
That's true. That was a true or false question, by the way. That's true. And I'll be maybe true or false questions a few times tonight because I actually am officially the host because I'm not a guest. So I am not just friends tonight. I'm the host. So I'm gonna include you in some. That was true. So yes, great work. Thank you, and welcome to my show.
Adam Brazier, tell us what's going.
I keep freezing.
Oh man, you do keep freezing.
Answer.
That's incredible.
At least it's not a terrible picture, but I would rather be active.
It's true. Well, leave and come back one more time, and we'll deal with it. We'll work with it. This is the live stream. This is the joy of the internet. But you've got very beautiful, shifty eyes.
He's like a painting that watches you from across the room, no matter where you go right now.
Hi, Merle. Well,
Hi, Merle.
Not only, Lizzie, are you an exceptional, fabulous talent who has graced the stage with Toronto Musical Concert several times, but you are also an educator. So talk to us a little about what it's like being a secondary educator with the Toronto District School Board in COVID times in downtown Toronto.
Right.
And right.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I have to say I'm very fortunate. I teach wonderfully warm students that are very, honestly, they're very compliant and hardworking. So, we really come to the learning together and we take care of each other. So I feel very fortunate in that regard. I don't really I don't have to worry about people following protocols, stuff like that, because they do. Of course, with my own, wanting to keep safe, I have my own anxiety about it. I think we all do. So it's heavy sometimes. We have to really kind of bring each other up and really keep at the work. And I think that's how we get through it together, is if we just keep generating work and staying in it like a team, like a company.
I think this is one of your fabulous students giving you a shout out here.
Yes, it is. The amazing Emmy. Hello.
Oh, are these sorry?
Yay, Miss Tara Lee Bright, Geo Bright in the house.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So, considering, the world is going through this, but thankfully we're together.
Lizzie, how do you feel as being a teacher and learning at the same time that your students are also learning? How is balancing learning and dealing with it as well as just teaching?
It's a humbling process. It really is. We really have to operate as a community, and that's been my stance. I ask my students for help. I'm not afraid to ask them for help when it comes to technical glitches because I'm not where they are necessarily.
Yeah.
Right. So really, it's a learning experience, and it's a humbling experience. But it's one foot in front of the other. That's really yeah.
Absolutely. Adam Brazier, are you moving?
Yes.
Yes, but I'm way behind myself.
Oh, see, you predicted this, Chris. It was you about talking about the future. Now you've got some weird sort of Marvel time loop. I'm moving faster than the speed of light in my own world right now. What have you done?
If it makes anybody feel great, I already performed my number and it went really well.
Well, Adam, let's Your internet will catch up, I think. So listen, for now we will settle for your beautiful voice. So tell us what's going on right now with the Charlottetown Festival.
Actually, we're in a very good spot here in that, just due to the fact that we are an island in the middle of Atlantic Canada, we're isolated. It's been easy I shouldn't say easy, but with great vigilance from our community, we have been able to really keep COVID at bay. And we are starting now to actually open up. And so I am going into rehearsal tomorrow.
Tell us about what you're doing tomorrow. Tell us who's involved.
It's a anti-Valentine's Day cabaret called Lover's Lament, a vaccine for relationships.
That's so good.
Did you get that from our biography title, Brainstorming? Is that?
Well, we're poking fun of all the ridiculous things we do to find love and to keep it in our lives. So it's really fun, and I'm really excited, and I can tell the community is excited because tickets went on sale and they're flying. And I was, to be honest, I wasn't really sure how it was going to go because it's been so long.
Yeah, absolutely. That's amazing. Well,
can I just say, Adam's the only person I know who, whenever I'm on a Zoom call, whenever I freeze, I look like that. Every time Adam is frozen, he looks like a handsome 8x10 of himself.
It's true.
It's a skill. I like it.
It's true. It's absolutely true. Well, that's exciting, Adam. Have a wonderful day in rehearsal and say hello. I think the likes of people involved. We've got Michelle Bowie, yes?
Yeah, Michelle Bowie, Aaron Hastelow, Emma Rudy, Cam McDuffie, and a 6-month pregnant Jose Boudreau.
Oh, she's having another baby. Congratulations. Felicitations, Jose. Oh, that's lovely news. That's great. Well, Adam, this is going to be a unique experiment. I know we're always upset when the internet doesn't work for us in the way it does, but because it's fast and furious, we're just going to say your mouth is moving so fast that it can't keep up with your internet speed. So,
well, do you want to move me in the order and I can go and try to fix it, or?
Yeah, we can do that. I might throw Alessandro up first. Yeah, let's do that.
If you don't mind, because I'd like to try and fix it.
Yeah, let's try and do that. Okay, be gone, you.
Okay.
So Alessandro, we, including Ryan, Lizzie, and I, had the privilege of performing a wonderful little show that you are going to give us an excerpt from. But tell us really quickly a backstory of your history. Well, first off, tell us what you're going to do. Tell us about the show. Tell us what your history with the show is and what the intentions are moving forward, even though it's a little bit temporarily stalled.
So my theater company, Yes Theater, we produced Merrily We Roll Along in 2018. Mm-hmm. I played Charlie. It was directed by Mitchell Cushman and a really wonderful production, great group of people. The plan was to bring it to Crow's Theater this season. We're supposed to open in 2 weeks.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Really? Is that how where it is now?
Yeah.
We talked about that last year.
That's right. Yeah. So obviously we're not doing that right now. And that's okay, because I mean the musical is about time passing. So if anything, it's just going to marinate the show in a more beautiful way.
Very beautifully positioned. I love that. Beautiful. Yeah.
Time passing with Merrily doesn't matter. It's all good. So yeah, it's just a beautiful. I just love it. It's about friendship, and friendship is my favorite thing in the world. And this is actually this song, Franklin Shepherd Inc. I heard it, and then I watched like 30 seconds of the documentary, and then I went and put in an application for the rights before I heard or read the script or heard anything else. Mm-hmm. So, okay, great, we're doing this.
Oh my God, that's so wonderful.
It's gonna be a bit odd because there's so many little interjections in between.
So give us a little quick setup for the tune.
Right. So this is an interview. Charlie and Frank are being interviewed on national television, and Frank, right before they go live, Charlie finds out that Frank has signed this picture deal, this 3-picture deal to make movies instead of getting back to their theater work, writing musicals. So Charlie's super pissed, and he goes into this tune about how Frank has become this sort of corporation of a human.
Right. So, and some of the interjections that would be in the song with another actor are from the television interviewer.
That's right. The interviewer asking certain questions about, sounds like you don't Sounds like you think making money is a bad thing for an artist. And
Yeah.
don't remember any of them, but there's interjections, but it doesn't matter.
Well, I'm happy to launch you into song briefly by inspiring you with much more support we've received on behalf of the Actors Fund of Canada. The lovely Brenda Massey Beauregard donating $25.
Thank you, Brenda.
Our dear Nancy Bordenero and her fabulous hair is a former student of mine and a friend, donated $50 to the AFC.
Thank you.
The stalwart, singular sensation powerhouse, Miss Jenny Walls, donated $25. Thank you
Jenny!
for all the work you do for our gorgeous community. And Lori Meanhouse, a wonderful teaching colleague of both Lizzie and I, donated $50 to the Actors Fund. So we've got money rolling in. All right, Alessandro, take it away, boo.
All right, okay. Let me see this. So Charlie goes, she says, how do you two work together? And Charlie says, may I answer that? How do we work together? Sure. He goes, and I go, and soon we're humming along, and that's called writing a song. Then he goes, and I go, and the phone goes, and he goes, mutter, 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 yes, Jerome, mutter, no, Jerome, mutter, 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 that's his lawyer, Jerome, mutter, 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 do it, Jerome, click, sorry, Charlie. So I go, and he goes, so I go, and soon we're tapping away. Sorry, Charlie. It's the secretary. On the intercom. Yes, Miss. It's a messenger. Thanks, Miss. Will you tell him to wait? Will you order the car? Will you call up the bank? Will you wire the coast? Will you? Sorry, Charlie. Mutter, 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 mutter. Sell the stock. Mutter, buy the rights. Mutter, 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 mutter. Let me put you on hold. Yes, Miss. It's an interview. Thanks, Miss. Will you tell him to wait? Will you wire the car? Will you order the coast? Will you send it to the bank? And the telephones blink and the stocks get sold. The rest of us, he keeps on hold. And he's making movies. He's now a corporation, right? So I play at home with my wife and kids. I wait to hear the movie bids. And I got a little sailboat and I'm in a meditation, right? He flies off to California. I discuss him with my shrink. And that's the story of the way we work. Me and Franklin Shepherd Inc. Money. Well, did I say money? No, I like money a lot. I mean, it's better than not. But when it's money, money, when you're into money, and you should be. Look, Frank does the money thing very well, but you know what? Other people do it better. And Frank does the music thing very well, but you know what? No one does it better. Still, the telephones blink and the buzzers buzz, and I really don't know what he does, but he makes a ton of money. And a lot of it for me, right? So I think, okay, and I start to play, and he somehow knows, cause right away it's ding! Hiya, buddy. Wanna write a show? Got a great idea. We'll own all the rights with a 2-week out and a turnaround on the guarantee, plus a gross percent of the billing clause. And there I am in California, talking deals and turning pink. Back in business, and I mean just that. Back with Franklin Shepherd Inc. Very sneaky how it happens. Much more sneaky than you think. You start with nothing but a song to sing. And next you're Franklin Shepherd. Just wait. Wait 1 second. Wait, I'm getting in too deep. See, Frank and I are not that kind of close. Not like we used to be. And friendship is like a garden. You have to water it and tend it and care about it. And you know what? I miss it and I want it back. Look, nothing permanent has happened. Just a temporary kink. Friendship's something you don't really lose very very sneaky how it happens. Every day you're on the brink. First the prizes, then the interviews. Oh my God, I think it's happened. Stop me quick before I sink. One more triumph I just can't refuse. In case you didn't notice, this is my first time on TV. And my last. No, here's the point. Whatever happens, then we'll all go have a drink. That's the guy I love, the fella who's inside. Mutter, 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 mutter. Quick, Jerome, get the president. There's a crazy man on my TV screen. Inside. Bring inside Franklin Shepherd. Just write him care of any bank, USA Inc.
Ah!
Woo! Well done, Alessandro.
That song is a mouthful. Well done. Oh,
Thanks.
Awesome.
so wonderful.
So good.
Good.
Thanks.
Unmute yourself, Adam.
Yeah, I'm still like it's so inconsistent. I'm sorry.
Oh, babe, it's all good. It's all
Okay.
good. We can hear you.
Maybe
I think. Can we hear you?
on the thing?
No. It coming from his end, unfortunately. Adam, can we hear you? It'll be the Adam show right at the end. It's going to be brilliant. Oh my God, that was such beautiful storytelling.
Really exciting.
Alessandro.
You're amazing.
So
That's a
lovely.
lovely song, lovely musical. Great.
Yeah, so even though last week was officially our Simply Sondheim, we've got a lot of Sondheim represented
Well,
today too, because
That's one of my true or false questions, actually, Alessandro. True or false, does Sondheim write the best patter songs?
True, yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, that is correct.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I don't know who would.
No. Just stop. Like it's not up for debate. I'm the host. It's true. It is true. Hey, this is good. I love this show tonight. Okay, it's true. Yeah.
what is the character that wears the helmet in Spelling Bee that you look like right now?
What
Oh,
Coney Bear?
Is it Parfait?
Parfait?
No, it's the one who sings "I'm Not That Smart," right?
Yes. You're reminding me of an older version of a character from Spelling Bee.
I would love to do that show. That's a dream role. That's a dream show, isn't it? For so many people, that's
Beautiful. I know, gorgeous.
It's true. Adam's working so hard at joining us.
Ali, when
Adam, wait. We're going to capitalize on this. Adam, you're good. You're good. You're good. Adam.
Hi,
No, you're great. Adam, talk to us. You did.
I'm on my music, my phone.
Okay, you know what? Your data will love you for it. Thank you. Coney Bear, thanks, Merle. Adam,
that's
use
what
your
I
phone.
thought. Coney Bear, yeah.
Adam, if you need me to top up your data, I will donate it on behalf of Big Girl in Front.
No, it's not that. I had the music
Just
on
call
my
the
phone.
AFC.
Oh, so do you want us to do something else and bring you back after, you want us to do another tune first? It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Boo, you figure out, because, right, you got to put your music on something else now. Stay on your phone because the image is great and figure out how you're going to play your music.
Okay.
Go. So, that
Even when
means
he's having a breakdown. Oh, the handsome prince.
Astrid.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead, Lizzie.
That happens. That's exactly what teaching is like for me online.
Yeah, totally right.
Every class. It's not like once a day. It's every class for sure. Yeah.
Oh, that's so. Well, Adam, I know you're working. Give me a thumbs up backstage if you can hear me. So we beautiful. Two more beautiful donations. One from a very dear friend of ours and Lizzie's, Miss Noah Rosenbilt, donated $50.
Oh, yeah.
And a wonderful old friend of mine and a wonderful supporter of the Confederation Center, Mr. Corey Gray, donated $50. Thank you, Corey, and love and light. All the way out in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. I met Corey in 1993 when I was in the first young company in Charlottetown. He was dating one of the performers, don't you know? Yes. Okay, so Astrid, my love, you're going to share one of two tunes with us tonight. So what was your first choice? What's it from? Tell us.
It's from Company, which had just I don't think they actually got a chance to open with the revival with Bobby as a woman, which is really exciting.
Yes.
And
that's
this
right.
is a song from that Another 100 People.
Sung by Marta.
Yeah.
The character of Marta,
love
who's
this song.
basically giving us, she's sort of like of the three girlfriends of Bobby, she's kind of like the rough and ready, tough and tumble urban girl. She's got that whole scene. She's like, Bobby, if like you're in the flow of the city, your asshole is like this. But if you're really uptight, your asshole is like this. And Bobby says, I'm afraid to ask, what am I? And she goes, AJ Bridell brilliantly played that role for us, and a wonderful tune. So you want to, and Astrid, if I'm not mistaken, you have a live accompanist in the house tonight.
You, Mr. Alan Moon is accompanying me. He's
No way!
Woo-hoo! Alan Moon.
We're being safe in my basement, spacing out, and yeah.
Yeah, well, listen, we're gonna give you the beautiful stream, my love. Take it away.
Oh, this is like so for real. I'm so excited.
Well, we'll see how it goes.
It will be wonderful. Have a
This
lovely
song means so much to me because I'm really missing New York. But I think this is a song that also relates to Toronto or any urban center where.
Well, actually, Astrid, I'm so sorry. Forgive me. A perfect segue. So you were in, forgive me. Yes, of course. You were in Big Girls Back. You were in the original company of Come From Away, which debuted off Broadway in Toronto, and then you opened it in New York.
This is correct.
Was that your Broadway debut? Question mark.
It absolutely was true.
True.
True. It was my Broadway debut.
And at this stage of your career, tell us what it was like pre-COVID, being in the heart of New York City, doing the Broadway, doing the big white way.
I will say one thing is I never, ever, ever took it for granted. And I always felt like I was carrying not just my own, oh my gosh, I'm going to get verklempt, my own dreams, but everyone's dreams. And never did I go in and think, oh, I don't want to, like you always have days where you get a little tired, but I was never anything but grateful. And I'll be so grateful when we get to go back. I won't complain about the stairs. I won't complain about having to run under the stage from stage left to stage right twice within 10 minutes and being out of breath. I'm going to start running up and down the stairs soon and try to get in shape for it. And this song is kind of, starting to get me back in shape. See if I can find my breath back.
I wanted to say very briefly, last week we were blessed. George Maswell shared with us that Diane, who is half of your character, was tuning in from Newfoundland.
I love the people that I play. Diane and Beulah are both incredible women. And it's such an honor to yes, exactly, Beulah.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
Beautiful. Well, listen, another 100 people. Share it, my love. Have a great day.
Another 100 people just got off of the train and came up through the ground, while another 100 people just got off of the bus and are looking around at another 100 people who got off of the plane and are looking at us who got off of the plane and the train and the bus maybe yesterday. It's a city of strangers. Some come to work, some to play. A city of strangers. Some come to stare, some to stay. And every day, the ones who stay can find each other in the crowded streets and the guarded parks, by the rusty fountains and the dusty trees with the battered barks. And they walk together past the postered walls with the crude remarks. And they meet at parties of the friends of friends who they never know. Do I pick you up or do I meet you there, or shall we let it go? Did you get my message? Cause I looked in vain. Can we meet each other Tuesday if it doesn't rain? Look, I'll call you in the morning or my service will explain. And another 100 people just got off of the train. It's a city of strangers. Some come to work, some to play. A city of strangers. Some come to stare, some to stay. And every day, the ones who stay can find each other in the crowded streets and the guarded parks, by the rusty fountains and the dusty trees with the battered barks. And they walk together past the postered walls with the crude remarks. And they meet at parties of the friends of friends who they never know. Do Do I pick you up or shall I meet you there? Or do we just let it go? Did you get my message? Cause I looked in vain. Shall we meet each other Tuesday if it doesn't rain? Look, I'll call you in the morning or my service will explain. And another 100 people just got off of the train. And another 100 people just got off of the train. And another 100 people just got off of the train. And another 100 people just got off of the train. And another 100 people just got off of the train.
Whoa! Yes! Oh man. That
Bravo, 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 bravo.
incredible!
Oh, you're sweet. Thank you, guys.
So,
Where do you
Good.
breathe in that song?
it's true. Where do you breathe?
Where do you breathe in that song?
I decided a whole bunch of places to breathe, and I worked on it for days.
Yeah.
Didn't use one of those. Not one.
I'm curious.
Fast and Furious!
Yeah, this
No.
is the Rowdy Men. This may be George Maswell chiming
George Maswell.
in here. Hey, Georgie. Hello,
Georgie.
Brenda. Woo, so great. Well, this was a great segue. Actually, it worked out well. So your Broadway debut was with Come From Away. And Adam, see what I'm doing here? The little big girl segue.
Oh.
Tell us about...
See, hold on.
I'm sorry,
So,
Ryan. Sorry.
Astrid,
Yes.
your Broadway debut was in Come From Away. Adam, why don't you tell us a little bit about your Broadway debut?
I think
That's where you were going, right, Chris? That is
and
where
Christopher
the host
just
was
asked
going?
that question.
That's right. Oh, you can hear that.
But Ryan's the... Oh! Nice mug.
Chris,
Right.
you told me
I'm
it's
sorry.
all lies. Everything is a lie here. That's all. All I know for true is that Sondheim writes the best batter songs. No knot unties itself.
That's true. So you were in the Broadway revival of Into the Woods. Tell us a little bit about that experience.
Yeah, that was an amazing experience, as you can imagine. As anybody who lives and works in the theater and musical theater, to have an opportunity to work in that city is always exciting. But this was really fun because it was like James Lapine was directing it, and Paul Gemignani was musical directing it, and Stephen Sondheim was in the room throughout the rehearsal periods, and we got private sessions with Stephen, and we got, yeah, and so it was real. Like it was like I look back at that time with great reverence because of who was in the room. I didn't think the production was as good as the first one, though.
Has there ever
What do you
been?
do think?
Yeah, I think the original was better.
I didn't
Was
see
it the casting or?
I don't know. I think
I'm just kidding. Oh my
no. I think no, for real though. Like that's a legit question. And we went from Bernadette Peters to Vanessa Williams, and Vanessa brought a lot of magic to it, but she didn't bring Bernadette Peters.
Fair. I
And,
mean, I remember seeing Into the Woods for the very first time on the Tonys that year, and it was Felicia Rashad playing
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that
she
On
was
that-
lovely. She
Well,
was
that
lovely.
version.
You know what would have been really cool? There was a time when Vanessa, it was just after Christmas, and Vanessa was leaving the show, and they weren't sure if they were going to keep it going or not. And we knew it was dependent on if they could get a star. And you know who they were trying to get? And they ended up changing their mind, was Billy Porter.
Oh my God.
Oh wow!
Wouldn't that have been amazing?
Yes,
And looking at it now, you go, oh, why didn't they do it?
So great.
if he would have fit in Bernadette's costumes.
Didn't Billy Porter do it somewhere at a regional in the States?
I think he may end up having done it, but anyways, I just thought that would have been
That's-
amazing
yeah, that's
casting.
What a cool
Of course,
piece
once
of
again,
trivia.
taking a brilliant role away from a woman, but
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're going to share with us on that segue. It's true. And back to your song. So you have chosen...
True or false? Hold on. Eggnog should be produced year-round. True or false? Just to change the
True.
true. That's right. That is correct.
Well, I don't know,
Adam,
'cause then-
sing us the song.
Yeah. Ryan, and when Ryan and I were brainstorming about various themes for the 8 weeks that we're doing this, one of the brilliant ideas Ryan had was everyone singing the ensemble. So we didn't choose to program that, but you are taking care of both ideas of singing the entire ensemble by yourself, as well as a patter song, Fast and Furious. So you are going to be performing for us It's Your Fault.
Yeah.
Which is an argument between the Baker, Cinderella, Jack and the Beanstalk, and Little Red Riding Hood, who are all arguing about who was responsible for the giant's wife coming into the kingdom and wreaking havoc, with an interjection from the witch.
I'm having second thoughts.
I would be.
So, you ready?
Yeah. Okay.
Good luck.
Now I'm gonna. My music has shifted, so I don't know how the sound is now because I've.
Okay, just do it. Let's just do a quick little sound check. Go. Just do it. Fire your track.
Tell me if this is loud enough.
Yeah, it's good.
1 sec.
A little louder, just a bit, if you can.
This is as loud as I can get it.
Take a deep breath.
But it isn't my fault I was given those beans. You persuaded me to trade away my cow for beans. And without those beans, there'd have been no stock to get up to the giant in the first place. Wait a minute, magic beans for a cow so old. You had to sell a lie to sell it, which you told. Were they worthless beans? Were they oversold? Oh, and tell us who persuaded you to steal that gold. See, it's your fault. No, so it's your fault. No, yes it is. It's not. It's true. Wait a minute. Though I only stole the gold to get my cow back from you, so it's your fault. Yes, no, it isn't. I have kept those beans, but our house was cursed. She made us get a cow to get the cursed reverse. It's his father's cow that the first got placed, and the place got cursed in the first place. Oh, so it's his fault. Yeah, so it's his fault. No, yes it is. It's his. I guess, wait a minute. So I chopped down the beanstalk, right? That's clear, but without any beanstalk, then what's queer is how did the second giant get down here in the first place? Second place? Yes, how? Well, who had the other bean? The other bean? The other bean? You pocketed the other bean. I didn't. Yes, I did. So it's your fault. No, it isn't, because I gave it to my wife. So it's your fault. No, it isn't. Then a minute. Then it isn't. She changed that bean to obtain your shoe, so the one who knows what happened to the bean is you. You mean that old bean that your wife owed you? Well, I never knew. Well, so I threw. Well, don't look here. So it's your fault. But see, it's her fault. But it isn't mine at all. But what? Well, if you hadn't gone back up again, we were needy, you were greedy. Did you need that? But I got it for my mother, so it's her fault then. Yes, and what about the harp in the third place? The harp, yes, she went and dared me to. You dared me to. She dared me to. Said that I was scared to. She dared me to. So it's your fault. Wait a minute. If you hadn't dared him to and you had left the harp, well, we wouldn't be in trouble in the first place. Well, if you hadn't grown the beans in the first place, it's your fault. Shit. It's your fault.
Grammarly can help you rank clicks.
You're responsible. You're the one to blame. It's your fault. Get Grammarly.
I got the track up, but I couldn't have time to edit it. I was so confused at the end.
Was 1,000 shades of perfection.
No, it was just like, it was like, where's my plate? It was like this. It was like white knuckling.
White knuckle.
Alan said next time hats for every.
Honestly, the funny thing is, so when I was in high school, we did this play. Tracy Michaelides, Lisa Kish, and myself were in Into the Woods, and I played Jack. And the only way I could learn the song was to learn the whole thing.
Yeah.
And so I was but the problem was, because I'm a terrible actor, I would be doing this. I'd be going, your fault.
You'd be muttering everyone else's lines while they were doing it.
Yeah. And the teacher's going, Adam, stop moving your lips. I go, okay.
I think we skipped part of that song when we did, because we did the Ryerson when I graduated. That was our graduation show. We were the first Canadian company to do it, and I got to play the baker's wife. And I don't think it was all of your fault. I can't remember. It was hard.
Yeah.
High drama. Adam, that was awesome. Now that I've got you, because you've been distracted with your technology, the brilliant man responsible for all of the graphics and videography for our show, both season 1 and 2, Agostino Leone, said he remembers seeing a video of you playing Frankenfurter when he was 16, changed his life. Best Frankie's ever seen. You looked pretty hot in those black with the thought. Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Thank you.
You were great.
Yeah. And also, you also might have missed, I shouted out earlier, lovely Mr. Corey Gray, a wonderful supporter of the Charlottetown Festival, gave us a donation. And for that Fast and Furious, It's Your Fault, Nikki Christensen gave us another donation of $25 for the Actors Fund. Thank you, Nikki. So, Lizzie, we had the privilege of performing a little ditty called Company as well that Astrid sang from.
Yes.
And Alessandro earlier did another Sondheim with us, which was Assassins. That's where you two first worked together. So tell us a little bit about this character that you're going to share with us momentarily.
Well, she kind of feels like how I feel right now, paranoid.
What's her name? What's her name?
Okay, her name is Amy. And basically, this is really like kind of the first scene she comes through in the show. It's her moment before her wedding, basically. Like, it's the day of her wedding. And she's kind of having, this is like a panic attack before her wedding, essentially.
Yeah. And this wonderful production was also produced when Adam was the artistic director of Theater 20, which has been subsequently been newly branded as Eclipse Theater under Shalina's leadership. So he put on a beautiful production of this downtown, in which Marissa McIntyre was played the stewardess character. She also played our Ryan. What was the character's name?
I'm just the host. I'm not.
Anyway, we've all interviewed
tonight.
What is it?
April?
June. No.
Anyway,
April.
It was a month. It was definitely a month.
February.
The point is that we have all intersected with this wonderful thing. So this piece is called "Getting Married Today" or "Not Getting Married Today," and nice.
Oh, look, see.
Yes, the character. They're lovely. I am playing Paul, her betrothed, in this, and we have a silent on camera, but not silent on camera, an off-camera voice joining us, a brilliant talent, a wonderful, wonderful musical theater crossover opera performer named Sarah Jane Hood, who gifted us her stunning voice as the clarion choir voice that you'll hear during this track. And we're actually going to bring Sarah Jane on after this tune to say a quick hello from Stratford area. So let's get this set up here. I have to do a little bit of traffic.
You're right, Elizabeth. Yes, April is the stewardess, but I think he calls her June during Barcelona.
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right, Lizzie, give me a
good sing, Lizzie Kurtz.
Thanks.
Oh, Lizzie, I don't have. It's okay. I'm going to mime it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to mime a ring. Use your imagination. Suspension of disbelief. No one reminded me, like I told them to.
Oh, okay.
And I don't have my other ring handy.
It's okay.
All right.
Here we go.
All right, girl.
Amy, I give you the rest of my life to cherish and to keep you, to honor you forever. Today is for Amy, my happily soon to be wife.
Amy, I can't find my shoes anywhere. Honey, we're going to get married.
Part of me is everybody there, because if everybody's there, I want to thank you all for coming to the wedding. I'd appreciate your going even more. I mean, you must have lots of better things to do, and not a word of it to Paul. Remember, Paul, you know the man I'm going to marry, but I'm not, because I wouldn't ruin anyone as wonderful as he is. Thank you all for the gifts and the flowers. Thank you all. Now it's back to the showers, and don't tell Paul that I'm not getting married today.
Amy, I can't find my good cufflinks.
They're on the dresser, next to my suicide note. Listen, everybody, look, I don't know what you're waiting for. A wedding. What's a wedding? It's a prehistoric ritual where everybody promises fidelity forever, which is maybe the most horrifying word I ever heard, which is followed by a honeymoon, which suddenly you'll realize he's saddled with a nut and want to kill me, which you should. Thanks a bunch, but I'm not getting married. Go have lunch, because I'm not getting married. You've been grand, but I'm not getting married. Don't just stand there. I'm not getting married. And don't tell Paul, but I'm not getting married today. Go, can't you go? Why is nobody listening? Goodbye. Go and cry at another person's wake. If you're quick for a kick, you could pick up a christening. But please, on my knees, there's a human life at stake. Listen, everybody, I'm afraid you didn't hear. Do you want to see a crazy lady fall apart in front of you? It isn't only Paul who may be ruining his life. You know, we'll both of us be losing our identities. I telephoned my analyst about it, and he said to see him money, but my money, I'll be floating in the Hudson with the other garbage. I'm not well. I am not getting married. You've been swell, but I'm not getting married. Clear the hole, because I'm not getting married. Thank you all, but I'm not getting married. And don't tell Paul, but I'm not getting married today. Go, can't you go? Look, you know I adore you all, but why watch me die like Eliza on the ice? Look, perhaps I'll collapse in the abs right before you also take back the cake, burn the shoes and boil the rice. Look, I didn't want to have to tell you, but I may be coming down with hepatitis and I think I'm going to faint. So if you want to see me faint, I'll do it happily, but wouldn't it be funnier to go watch a funeral? Thank you for the 27 dinner plates, the 37 butterflies, and 47 paperweights, and 57 candle holders. I am not getting married. So I'm not getting married, but I'm not getting married. See, I'm not getting married. Let us pray. I'm not getting married today.
Brava! Brava!
Woo!
So good.
That looked
So
easy.
good. So good.
Oh my gosh! I gotta take off a layer. Oh.
And I just want to take this opportunity to welcome to the stream a very dear old friend and former classmate of Lizzie's, who we had the privilege, Adam playing Jesus, and I directed, and Miss Sarah Jane Hood, all the way from Stratford. Oh, Sarah Jane.
Oh, great.
Girl, those are some killer pipes. Look at your fabulous little 30s little bob there, girl.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing your gorgeous dulcet tones. How are you coping there in the COVID of Stratford? You doing okay?
We're doing okay. It's yeah. I was like, what do you want me to say, Christopher? Things are challenging right now, for sure.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely. But look at all the love you got, Daniel. Some beautiful friends.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well,
wonderful job, Lizzie and Christopher. That was fantastic. Wow.
You and Lizzie also had done a show in college together where I'm sure where Lizzie had a hot and bothered situation on stage, I believe, but prior to Cats, when you were doing a show about a little shop for the kids.
Okay.
Are you talking about the microphone?
Yes.
Yes.
Lizzie.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So we had our costume, one of our costume people got a show. And so someone else stepped in, and it was very quick, the turnaround to do this. They had to learn this quick change very fast. And anyway, we had to go from our handheld mics to our body packs. And unfortunately, she put the body pack the battery in backwards, and it was nervous because it was her first run. And the cap didn't close properly on the mic pack. It was under my bodysuit. And so we went on stage for this scene, as we were like the Ronettes. And I'm like, my back feels funny. My back. And then as soon as I started to sing, I'm like, oh my God, I think my back is burning. Fire. So as soon as I, saying my line, I'm like, I got to get off the stage. I just walked off the stage, pulled down my everything. I was like naked back to my back is burning, my back is burning. And like Sarah Jane came off stage. She's like, thanks for leaving us out there.
And I was like, what are you doing to us? Suddenly, but you had a mark on your back for months.
Yeah.
Oh, and Lizzie and Sarah, oh bless. Didn't you two also perform together in Kurtz, die Kurtz in Germany? Auf Deutsch. Lizzie played Griselda, and you were Jenny Anydots, weren't you, Sarah?
Yes, I was.
The opera cat. Were there any fun stories to share from mishaps with cats in Germany?
I can share one. Sarah Jane,
go ahead.
Jumping in. Sarah, if you want to share, go ahead. I apologize.
No, please do.
Okay. All right. So here we go. So Sarah Jane saved my butt on a few occasions in Germany. One of the occasions was we had to go to Stuttgart in the south of Germany for a callback, and she had the day off, so she left like in the morning or right after the matinee. I don't know. I had to leave at the matinee after the matinee. Anyway, I got there and it was like pitch black in the Black Forest. Stuttgart is as soon as you leave the train station, you're in the Black Forest. Anyway, I got dropped off in the middle of nowhere. There was just like this bed and breakfast in the middle of nowhere, and the lights are out. It's the winter time, and the doors are locked, and it's 1:00 in the morning. Anyway, I didn't know what to do because I didn't know how to get in. Like the doors are locked, I can't see anything. So I started stepping into the bushes, and I called up, and I'm like, Sarah Jane, and she was sticking her head out of the window, smoking a cigarette. And she's like, Kurt, get the hell up here. I've been waiting for you all night and I couldn't reach you. So she came down.
This was pre-cell phones. Like we didn't have cell phones in Germany. So yeah, I might have smoked a whole pack that night.
Oh, well, Sarah Jane, thank you so much for sharing your gorgeous voice with us off camera.
Yeah,
Please stay backstage so you can be included in our family photo at the end of the episode. So I'm going to take you off stream, but stay put, please. Don't run away. We want to chat with you afterwards. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna let's see, Astrid. Can I take it a little out of order and get you to do the next tune, and then Adam, and then I'll wrap her up? Is that cool?
Whatever you like.
So share with us what you're going to share with us next.
Sure. Well, when I thought about doing 100 people, I was thinking about lists and stuff, and I thought about 100 ways to lose a man, which is such a dated song now. I'm realizing the more and more I've dug into it. But a couple things. I once auditioned with a song for Stratford, and I have never, ever had a good musical theater audition for Stratford. I finished the song, and I think on my way out, I said, I'll send somebody in to clean that up, which got a laugh. So I felt good about that. But so I thought, well, it'd be fun to revisit, right? And just get rid of that, whatever curse was sort of on that song. Absolutely. And also I'm thinking about all those amazing women we saw at the inauguration in the States.
Yes, thank
Michelle
you.
And her power outfit and the belt and all these strong women. And I thought, maybe this song is kind of an instruction to lose the kind of man that you don't want. Maybe.
Let's see it that way.
Astrid, this big girl confers. Yeah.
Who wrote this?
This is Bernstein. We've been talking about that. Alan thinks it's Bernstein.
If it's funny enough, it's spelled EI. So relative to the conversation we just had with Sarah, Jane, and Lizzie, in Germany, it would be Bernstein. But in America, it was pronounced Bernstein.
Okay, so we're both right. If you're right in Germany and I'm right here.
Sondheim says we'll have Bernstein play next on the Eckstein piano.
Yeah, that's right.
Barely roll along.
Yeah, all right, so
Alessandro's agreed. By the way, George agrees. He's never had a good audition anywhere.
Yeah, I don't think so, George. I'm not buying that one. What else can I say about? Oh, and also Betty Comden Green wrote the delightful lyrics that somehow were sticking in my stomach, but I'm just going to sing them with fun and nostalgia.
No, I was going to say, sing it through the female gaze.
Yes,
beautiful.
Exactly.
Awesome. All right, we'll give it to you, my darling.
Thank you. Chapter 1, the first way to lose a man. You met a charming fella and you're out for a spin. The motor fails and he just wears a helpless grin. Don't bat your eyes and say, oh, what a romantic spot we're in. Just leap out, get under the car, tell him it's the gasket, and fix it in 2 seconds flat with a blobby bleh. That's a good way to lose a man. He takes you to a baseball game, you sit knee to knee. He says, the next man up at bat will bunt, you'll see. Don't say, ooh, what's a bunt? This game's too hard for little me. Just say, bunt. What are you, crazy? With 1 man out and 2 men on base and a left-handed batter coming up, he'll walk right into a triple play, just like what happened in the 4th game of the World Series, 1923. That's a sure way to lose a man. A sure way to lose a man. A splendid way to lose a man. Just throw your knowledge in his face. He'll never try for second base. 98 ways to go. The 3rd way to lose a man. The lifeguard at the beach that all the girlies adore swims bravely out to save you through the ocean roar. Don't say, oh, thanks, I would have drowned in just 1 second. More. Just push his head under the water and say, last one in's a rotten egg and race him back to shore. That's a swell way to lose a man. You meet, you find your perfect mate and it's been love from the start. He whispers, you're the one to who I give my heart. Don't say, I love you too, my dear, let's never part. Just say, I'm sorry, I think you've made a grammatical error. It's not to who I give my heart, it's to whom I give my part. You see, with the use of the preposition to, the who becomes the indirect object, making the use of whom absolutely imperatives, which I can show you by drawing a simple chart. That's a fine way to lose a man. A fine way to lose a man. A dandy way to lose a man. Just be more well-informed than he. He'll never hear, oh, promise me. Just show him where his grammar errs and mark your towels, hers and hers. Yes, girls, you too can lose your man if you will use my simple plan. 100 easy ways to lose a man. Yeah.
Wow! Astrid, Ryan was doing a full dance break backstage.
I had all the stuff.
And now we know why I never made it into Stratton.
No, fantastic. Oh man, all sorts of music theater songs that just didn't age well anymore. There's lots of those out there.
It's true. Lizzie, I wanted to bring you back into the stream because I wanted to share with you a lovely donation on behalf of her and her family. Emmeline Edgett, one of your students, as Go Miss Kurtz. Absolutely amazing. Proud student moment. Yay, Emily. Thank you for your generosity on behalf of your family. So,
Astrid, true or false? Fast and Furious songs are easier to do at auditions than slow songs.
False.
I don't know. That's what do you think? Do you prefer to do fast songs or slow songs at an audition?
I think that a fast song allows you the comfort of not having to fill beats as much. Where sometimes in a ballad there are those, those counts where there's nothing happening and you've got to keep your thought going. So in some ways I think it's a little bit easier, although I think it's riskier.
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. True. That's true.
Having said that, Adam, what are you gonna stumble over your tongue with, as it were?
I think
you're not gonna stumble. You're gonna be awesome.
To think.
I'm holding on to my steering wheel. I'm ready. I'm white knuckling it already. What are you gonna sing?
Okay, so this is from one of my all-time favorite musicals, called The Mystery of Edmund Drood. And
I saw you direct this show way back in the day at Unionville.
That's right.
And if I may interrupt you very briefly, one of our guests on our first season, Bobby Creighton, or Robert Creighton, who lives in the States, he's a Canadian, was in the Broadway production with Stephanie J. Block, and that I got to see, which was fantastic.
Yeah, cool. So tell us, what are you going to sing from the song?
Auditions are hell on earth, so nothing is
fair.
He's
True.
not wrong. He's not wrong. And they're cruel and unusual punishment too. So this song is a duet between two characters that are both suffering with dual personalities. So it's actually.
This is great. I see a theme tonight. Like you did the multi-personality thing.
Yeah.
Which is your fault, and great.
So it's the chairman and Mayor Sapsy, and then John Jasper, who is schizophrenic. So the two of them are trying to figure out who the hell they are in the scene. And the chorus of this is something that has been in my head since the early 90s. And I'm hoping that by doing this, I exercise that need for it to live somewhere up there and just not leave.
Yes,
Let it out.
Both
Let
sides of the coin.
let the demons out. It's like my friend of mine has a tradition that when she cuts the birthday cake, the first cut in the cake, you're supposed to scream to scare the demons out. So she has videotape of all her family on Facebook every time cutting into the cake. It's an old tradition from way back. So I'm like, cut the cake, Adam. Let it out. Let this earworm go.
That's some kind of bizarre family tradition from Kitchener-Waterloo that you guys.
No. Like you can Google the tradition, but I'd never heard about it until they did it. But it reminded me about trying, exercise the earworm demon out. So I'm just, let you cut the cake and then just like
okay,
take it away.
All right, can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Here we go. I am not myself these days, for all I know I might be you. There's more than room enough for two inside my mind. I am likewise in the haze of who I am from scene to scene. Once more we forward, are in a bind. For if it's I, or is it me? And if I'm him, and if I'm he, each one of us might not agree on what to do. And if I take opposing sides within myself, then who divides what is right and wrong? I'll go along with you. Ha'penny, wa'penny, tuppenny, threepenny, 12 to a shilling, twice said to a florin, and would you not fancy the currency foreign to find the same face of both sides of the coin? Bob is your uncle for pennies, 2 guineas, a two-sided mint is the rule, not exception, and would you not feel quite the fool of deception to find the same face on both sides of the coin? Its odds are even high or low, it's up or down, or heads or tails, it's black and white, or left or right, or night or day. Nilchie seldom ever fails, it's most obligingly provide an undisclosed opposing side to one's dismay. The shadow's in the shining morn, if there's a rose, it bears a thorn, as good as born, and yet we smile. But luck's division is perverse, it seems to work more in reverse. The things are better, they'll be worse in just a while. Ha'penny, wa'penny, tuppenny, threepenny, 12 to a shilling, twice said to a florin, and would you not fancy the currency foreign to find a safe face of both sides of the coin? Bob is your uncle for pennies, 2 guineas, a two-sided mint is a rule, not exception, and would you not feel quite the fool of deception to find a safe face of both sides of the coin? La, 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 la. La 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 la. Ha'penny, wa'penny, tuppenny, threepenny, 12 to a shilling, twice out of a florin, and would you not fancy the currency foreign to find a safe face on both sides of the coin? Bob is your uncle for pennies, 2 guineas, a two-sided mint is a rule, not exception. Would you not feel quite the fool of deception to find a safe face on both sides of the coin? Both sides of the coin, hey!
Tonight, I'll be eating crab cakes.
Tonight,
I'm eating crab cakes.
I just
That's the best part.
That is just okay. Aside from the crab cakes, Adam, my favorite part was when you were actually enjoying yourself a little bit and you started to get a little shoulders in there. So.
Oh my God! By the way, great theme. Both you and Lizzie had SOS signs tonight.
Oh, I stole it from her.
It was a bit.
I was coloring when you guys were talking, but I'm not going to give her any credit because I'm going to say it was my idea.
So
you did change the order of the show.
Oh my God! Thank you, Emmeline. All right. Well, we are drawing nigh to the end of this brilliant Fast and Furious. There's like spit all over the screen.
It's
now amazing.
In my head for 30 years.
We've been speaking very moistly. It's true. I wanted to take this opportunity, if I may, on behalf of the Actors Fund of Canada, to share an exciting initiative that they have just launched this January, which they're calling a virtual support group. So as part of one of their new mental health support initiatives. So in January 2021, AFC has launched Designated Sharing Time, a virtual support group to help folks who work in our industry. Designated Sharing Time is a safe space where you can vent, talk, laugh, cry, discuss, problem solve, and feel the strengths of others in your community. It's taking place bi-weekly on Thursdays from 1 o'clock to 2:30 Eastern Standard Time. Participants are not obligated to join every session. The next Designated Sharing Time is in 2 days, this Thursday, January 28th. And if you're interested in participating, don't hesitate to go to afchelps.ca. Just get rid of the /biggirl, afchelps.ca, and you can sign up to participate in this beautiful initiative that the AFC is supporting with mental health at this time. Corey Gray thinks you also did a great job.
Thanks,
Corey. Thank you.
Thanks, Corey.
Thank you.
So, Alessandro, I will remind you on my behalf backstage to be my sound person. So I'm going to bring this home. Let's see if we've had any other donations. Thank you, everyone, for your incredible generosity. So I'm going to get this ready. So I'm going to take you beautifuls out of the stream. Thanks, Alessandro, for being on the thing. And I'm going to, Ryan, sorry, you're the host. Go for it.
I had noticed, actually, while we were talking about the great patter songwriters, and we can agree that it's true about Sondheim, etc. And we've got some other great composers in music theater history, but we haven't really gone back to way back. I mean, we went to Compton, Betty Compton era, but we haven't gone entirely way back. And one of our watchers, the Rowdyman, George himself, had said something about no G and S earlier, and so I want to know, Chris, do you know anything about operetta, or
I do know a wee bit about operetta.
World,
yes, I do. So this is a little parody, a little ditty that I've worked up that comes originally from the Pirates, the Pirates of Penzance, with my own little the Pirates of Penzance with my own little big girl flair. So I'm about to share it with you all. I think many of you will know it. So George Maswell, this is for you and the Rowdy Men, darling. Here we are. All right, Alessandra, I've got my eyes on you, girl. Here we go. I apologize in advance for the chorus. They were hacks that I pulled out from, I don't know, the back of my larynx. Here we go. I am the very model of the biggest girl you've ever seen. I have my famous high kicks and I work them like a RuPaul queen. I've studied operatic works with lowest notes you've ever heard. Although my name is Big Girl, I am sometimes even called Big Bird. I'm very well acquainted too with all things quite theatrical, and that's because I lack the knack for matters mathematical. I've sung all my arpeggios and plied at the ballet bar. Ballet bar. What rhymes with ballet bar? Ha-ha! And in my own mind's eye, I am a YouTube livestream Broadway star. I'm very good at independent musical show producing. I know the means to craft a concert highly drama-inducing. In short, it shows theatrical or musicals with joy you glean. I am the very model of the biggest girl you've ever seen. Ryan, listen. I know the way to grow our viewership so we become a hit. And maybe that's by stealing one or two of Sean Wright's famous bits. I'll quote the works of Shakespeare as a world-renowned poet and bard. Yet I'm afraid that all that verse my tongue will find extremely hard. It's true, I'm oft mistaken for celebrities, perhaps you know. And they include Ted Danson, Tony Robbins, Ron Perlman, and so. The moral of this story is something that perhaps you may have heard. May have heard. What do you think rhymes with may have heard? Aha! That the lines between the stage and private lives are often very blurred. I can tell undoubted talent, though emerging or the oldest hack. I have a flair for casting, though occasionally get some flack. In short, it shows theatrical or musicals with joy you glean. I am the very model of the biggest girl you've ever seen. The serious part. To artistic lead our company, Toronto Musical Concerts. I've subjected you to humor, or more pointedly, bad jokes that hurt. We've presented works by Sondheim and composers like that JRB. We're the only show in town presenting concerts in this way, you see. We've reimagined musicals in unique ways you've never seen. We feature talents old and new, including this big girl show queen, with innovative concepts and a touch of Broadway glam, you know. We have a Canadian musical called Bro. Frozen has a hit song, Let It Go. Aha, I have it. I've become the biggest YouTube musical concert live stream show. For my works dramatical, I'm known as plucky and adventure-y, and maybe one day, perhaps I'll be an icon of this century. But still in shows, theatrical or musicals with joy you glean, I am the very model of the biggest girl you've ever seen. Oh, dear diary. Ryan, I'm bringing you in.
Kick me in the face. Jeez.
I got so excited I moved the stream and all happened.
Listen, true or false? Century rhymes with adventure-y. True. True. I am so impressed. That was wonderful, Chris.
Oh, bless. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. George, I mean, Lord knows that you gave me the most beautiful setup. Anyway, listen, we've raised a beautiful amount of money tonight for the Actors Fund of Canada. Thank you, Emmeline, for joining us. Thank you, Corey, all the way from Charlottetown. You are a wreck. Yes, I'm a professional wreck. Thank you. Thank you, cousin Brenda. If you are interested, viewers, in joining the AFC for this wonderful support group, go to afchelps.ca. If you'd like to shout us out on the interwebs, hashtag Big Girl and Friends. Thank you so much to Mr. Adam Brazier, Astrid Van Wieren, Sarah Jane Hood, Lizzie Kurtz, Alessandro Costantini, and of course, Ryan Kelly.
Share the show with your friends on YouTube, everyone, and ask them to tune in every week.
And I forgot one last thing. Of course, next week, we are featuring Blendship, a perfect blendship with Gabby Epstein, Sarah Fogg, Kelly, Holliff, Jay Magis, and Jeremy Lapalme. So tune in for that at 7 o'clock. That's episode 4 of 8. Oh my goodness, we're already halfway through. Oh, wow. And that was super fun. So we'll see you everyone next week.
Thank you.
Everyone, you all please turn your mics on mute. Stick around for the end of the show for a family photo. I'm going to roll the credits. Thank you so much for being with us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And we will see you all next week.
Good night, everyone.
A time like none we've had in the past. Stuck in your home, how long will this last? You're feeling anxious, stress starts to grow. A different opening for a different show. Weeks ago, you rehearsed and rehearsed. It's all shut down now, you couldn't feel worse. You ask yourself, will this ever be right? I know there's an